All right, new in the hunt for members of the violent Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Today, the Treasury Department officially sanctioning the head of the gang, along with several other leaders and affiliates. It comes after State Department had designated the gang as a foreign terrorist organization. NewsNation's Allie Bradley has the details. Allie, what are you learning at this time?
Yeah, hey, Alex. Of course, the U.S. Treasury bringing down the hammer on one of the United States' most prolific and violent gangs, Tren de Aragua. The kingpin has been sanctioned, and so have 5 of his key lieutenants, really taken a shot to this violent gang. So I want to introduce you here to Hector Nino Guerrero. He is the man behind the madness. He has a $5 million reward on his head. He essentially took Tren de Aragua from a prison gang in Venezuela to a full-blown foreign terrorist organization with tentacles across the United States. Extortion, human trafficking, child exploitation, murder, money laundering, you name it, they are doing it right here in the States. Today's Treasury action freezes all U.S.-linked assets and makes it a crime to do business with them. The group's most notorious faces now officially labeled as global terrorists. So here's who else is on their list. Johan Patricia Romero. He's an armed enforcer and an illegal mining boss. Josue Santanita Peña. He's linked to bombings, homicide, and terror. And even Guerrero's wife, Wendy Rios. She's sanctioned for laundering blood money and financing terror. The Treasury Secretary says the administration is determined to dismantle TDA and stop its campaign of violence. We spoke to Representative Tony Gonzalez, who backs the Treasury. Take a listen.
To get the Department of Treasury involved is key to this. It's so key. It's not fair to law enforcement to be the only instrument in the toolbox. Everyone thinks TDA is not in their neighborhood. I guarantee you they are. Right? Briefing I had not too long ago, it echoed to me that TDA is in all 50 states. So how do you get to that problem set? It's not just a Texas issue, it's all across the country. And a big part of that is you cut their funding.
There you go, present in all 50 states. Earlier this year, the State Department designating TDA as a foreign terrorist organization. Now Treasury targeting the leadership's financial lifelines. Now, Trump's DHS says that it has arrested at least 2,700 members of Tren de Aragua, and the messaging right now from the state is very clear here with the Treasury Department's new sanctions that they're going after Tren de Aragua's manpower, their money, and dismantling all that mayhem, Alex.
Allie, the president signing the Half Fentanyl Act into law on Wednesday, cracking down on illegal fentanyl and then also toughening prison sentences for those who traffic it. So what else is the United States doing to crack down on the flow of this illegal drug?
Yeah, well, the flow of fentanyl has been diminished substantially under President Trump's second term here. We have seen it basically cut in half when it comes to the flow coming across the southern border. So that is one thing. The consequences that are out there have really made an impact because Border Patrol agents and OFO officers are back on the line. They're able to actually stop the flow of fentanyl from coming into the United States, something that the White House credits this half of the flow to the stricter enforcement that we're seeing. And now with the signing of this Fentanyl Act, the crackdown intensifies. This law reclassifies fentanyl as a Schedule I narcotic, so this means it's a minimum 10-year prison sentence for anyone caught trafficking it. President Trump says he also believes that China is going to step up and give death sentences for anyone who produces and smuggles fentanyl into the United States. Now, at the ports of entries, of course, officers are on high alert. They're watching closely as cartels kind of scramble to figure out new ways to smuggle drugs in that once made them millions. So look at this. In San Diego, Border Patrol making their largest fentanyl bust ever. 128 pounds hidden in a flatbed trailer. Street value of that, $758,000. Now, when it comes to fentanyl and where it's coming in, it's mostly coming in San Diego and in the Tucson sectors, Alex. So that is something that we're keeping a close eye on. Of course, we anticipate more X-ray screening machines and more manpower to stop that flow as well. Alex.
Allie Bradley live from Del Rio. Thank you. Later on in our newscast.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.